Hello, I'm Sophia Sutton, and this is my biology role model project on Kizzmekia Corbett. So who is Kizzmekia Shanta Corbett? She was born January 26, 1986, in Hurdle Hills, North Carolina, United States, and she is currently 38 years old. Her most notable accomplishment is the creation of the COVID-19 vaccine. Her career. She majored in immunology and biology, and her current employment is at the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, as well as the Harvard Radcliffe Institute. She had previously done work for the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, which we see pictured on the right. This image is a picture of Dr. Kizzmekia Corbett talking with President Donald Trump as he toured the Viral Pathogenesis Laboratory at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland on March 3rd. Her education. She's got a gift. You'd better seek into it. That was a quote from Sue Florence, one of Corbett's teachers in elementary school, to Rhonda Brooks, Corbett's mother, and it was taken from a UMBC article from 2021. During high school, she was a part of a project called SEED. It was a program that offered research experience to talented high school students from underrepresented groups in STEM. From there, she went to college and got a BS from University of Maryland, as well as an MS and PhD from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. She completed her thesis research in Sri Lanka from 2009 to 2014. Her personal life. She is the first Black woman in the world to create a vaccine, equaling the playing field for communities of color and underrepresented minority groups. That was a quote from Kizzmekia in the same UMBC article mentioned earlier from 2021. She is big about family. Her husband is Lumas Joseph Hilaire, and he is the Assistant Dean for Population Health Management and Health Equity Education at the Harvard Chan School of Public Health. She also had a baby boy born in 2023. Admiration and identification. I admire Kizzmekia Corbett because she is a woman of color, she is inspiring to young men and women, she's a young woman herself who has accomplished so much already, and she is working in the medical field as an African American female. Her field of biology. As I mentioned earlier, she graduated with a major in immunology and microbiology. She is currently the Assistant Professor of Immunology and Infectious Diseases at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, as well as the Schutzer Assistant Professor at the Harvard Radcliffe Institute since June 2021. One of her most notable accomplishments was the COVID-19 vaccine. She led the team that developed the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. During 2020, she was working at the National Institute of Health, and her team had already spent years researching the coronavirus, more specifically the spike proteins, which allowed for the vaccine to be created in just a few months. She's also head of Corbett Lab at Harvard. Their current research projects include pandemic preparedness, endemic preparedness, designing and evaluating universal corona vaccines. A recent article that she was featured on is titled Systems Immunology of Transcriptional Responses to Viral Infection Identifies Conserved Antiviral Pathways Across Macaques in Humans. This is the first figure from the article pictured on the right, and it is titled Human Antiviral Host Response is Covered During Viral Infection in Macaques and Driven by Myeloid Cells. Part A is showing the schematic of Macaque sample overview and time point distribution. Part B is the distribution of the metavirus signature scores comparing uninfected, healthy Macaques. Part 3 is showing the ROC curves for distinguishing Macaques with viral infection at peak MVS time point category from uninfected Macaques. Part D through G is the association of MVS scores with the known risk factors of disease severity across 4 different datasets. Part H through J is the UMAP visualization of 56,929 immune cells from 17 animals. And Part K is a heat map representing the average MVS score of each cell type across pre-infection and each day post-infection. Her discoveries so far. As I mentioned earlier, she helped with the creation of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Some next steps for her: she hopes to continue to be a role model for underrepresented minority groups, Corbett lab projects at Harvard, as well as continuing to inspire young men and women across the world. She is just getting started. I haven't won a Nobel Prize, and I don't know if I will, but I think helping to save the world, so to speak, is good enough. That is another quote from Kizzmekia herself, found in the same UMBC article quoted earlier, from 2021. These are my citations. And that is the end of my biology role model project. Thanks for watching.